state lawmakers here are asking questions about the cost to New Jersey. That includes Republican Minority Whip Senator Mike Testa, who joins us now to talk it all through as part of our Under the Dome series. Senator, so great to have you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me on this really important issue.
You are calling, you and several of your colleagues in Trenton are calling for a joint hearing with the New York-New Jersey Host Committee. What type of answers are you looking for from folks on that committee?
We want to know what type of financial obligations are going to be placed on the backs of the taxpayers of the state of New Jersey. You know, this is a really wonderful opportunity for the state of New Jersey to highlight everything that we have here. Holding and hosting a world-class sporting event like the World Cup is a unique opportunity, but it shouldn't be on the backs of the taxpayers of the state of New Jersey. And this is an event that's been in the planning stages for a number of years. One would think that all of the kinks would be worked out by now. You know, how much is it going to cost in overtime for all of our police, fire, EMS? Why are these ticket prices rising so high? In contrast with a city like Philadelphia, they're keeping their fares exactly the same. So we just have a number of questions that I think that the hardworking taxpayers of the state of New Jersey, many of whom cannot possibly afford to even attend an event like the World Cup, they deserve answers.
Well, let me ask you this. You say you don't want this to fall on the backs of New Jersey taxpayers, and we've heard NJ Transit CEO Chris Calori say, look, this is what it costs. We're rerouting trains. We're making buses available. If those train systems go down, they can't have a situation where we know NJ Transit has dealt with Amtrak wirehead issues. My long way of asking you, do you think that it's the right move for the governor to prioritize putting the onus on the ticket payers or FIFA rather than New Jersey taxpayers?
Well, certainly I don't want that onus on the backs of New Jersey taxpayers, but I think it's appropriate to put it on FIFA for sure. Because, look, we need to find out how much money is being generated for the state of New Jersey by hosting the World Cup. This shouldn't be a situation where FIFA just gets to profit off the backs of the hardworking taxpayers of the state of New Jersey. They should have to pay their share, considering that New Jersey is going to be having those massive reroutes. We already have a very strained transit system here in the state of New Jersey, and they faced a number of problems. And I want to be clear, I really respect President Calori. He's become a friend of mine, and he's doing a very good job at trying to make New Jersey Transit, you know, a much better organization than it was under prior leadership, and he's done a good job. And I think he inherited this issue, but it certainly shouldn't be done at the inconvenience and at the cost to the taxpayers of the state of New Jersey.
Well, let me ask you this, because I know that you're pushing to make New Jersey a tourism state. You've tried to reignite a slogan under former Governor Tom Kean Sr., New Jersey and you, perfect together, again, would be your addition to that slogan. We see some lawmakers on the Democratic side who would like to see an increase in the sales tax during the period around the games in the region around where fans will be staying. Do you think that that is the right move, one, for New Jersey to get the most out of the games, and two, to be a tourism state and a tourism destination? Two-part question there.
Well, I don't think gouging people who are visiting the state of New Jersey for tourism purposes is a really good idea. That's certainly not going to want them to come back to the state of New Jersey, whether it's for a worldwide renowned sporting event like the World Cup, or to visit, so many of our beaches, at the Jersey Shore, or our casino industry in Atlantic City. That isn't a good message to send to people who want to come and experience the great things that we have here in the state of New Jersey. I mean, because we truly have such a diverse set of entertainment, whether you want to be at the beach, whether you want to be at the casino, nightlife, the great, culinary destinations that we have here in the state of New Jersey, agritourism, aquaculture tourism that we have. We should not be trying to gouge the very people who we are trying to get to visit the state of New Jersey. Make no mistake, New Jersey is an expensive place to live. It's also a pretty expensive place to visit. We shouldn't be trying to gouge them, harder than they already are in the spending that they are doing in our state.
Overall, do you say that a game like this, that the FIFA World Cup games coming to New Jersey, is a net positive? Do you believe this will be a good thing for our state?
I think time will tell, actually. Like, I want to make sure, what we've already discussed is highly important. I know worldwide events like this are usually hotbeds for human trafficking. I'm very concerned about that. I'm very concerned about the strain this is going to place on our transit system, our police, our fire, our first responders, and also with potentially the inconvenience to the people who utilize New Jersey Transit each and every day to get to their places of employment. So I think time will tell about this, but I certainly don't want this to be a negative on the taxpayers of the state of New Jersey who are already overburdened.
Have you heard from the host committee whether or not they will come in for a hearing?
We have not heard yet, to my knowledge. And again, this letter was only sent, I think it was 3 days ago now, 4 days ago. So I'm hoping that we hear from them soon.
All right, we have to leave it there. Senator Mike Testa, appreciate your time and your perspective today. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.